So again, going forward with the same question again, just a small extension. For a game developer, let's talk about one specific career, game developer. For artists, of course, they
Right.
should have a fine arts degree or something. They should be into
Right.
that creative field, and they should be able to show that to you. That is what the
Right.
creativity is, and that right, and that sorts. But for a game developer and other gaming positions which require pure gaming, are there any universities out there in India that people can enroll themselves into and then make sure that they get a degree?
Yeah, things have been changing in recent past. In Hyderabad itself, there's something called Backstage Pass, and then there are multiple colleges in Delhi. But I think a lot of things that are taught in these colleges, uh, they are very much useful. Of course, when you come into gaming industry because you know the tools and you understand games.
Right,
But practical exposure is something which is very important, and that
right,
practical exposure comes only when you are in the company, only when you join as an intern, or when you get trained in a gaming company, right? So every gaming company has different sets of procedures and all that, and how they train the game developer freshers. But yes, as you said, a lot of gaming institutes like Backstage Pass, and they've been doing a lot of you know uh, you know they're actually doing great to the gaming industry, because they're pumping in a lot of people every year, and gaming companies are actually recruiting from these colleges, and the training time which usually takes is much lesser than any
normal
other
any
college degree,
graduate. Got it.
right? So yeah, these I would say, instead of thinking about what kind of college and all that, I would recommend people to attend the developer conferences which happen in the city, or just go and meet a lot of people, because connect is very important. The networking
True,
part is
networking is
very much
important.
important, right?
Right,
So even though you have done a gaming degree, there's no 100% sure that the college gives you placements, right? So you got to make sure that you have your own network, and that network is possible only when you meet people from the industry, and that is a great place. The conferences, or game jams or hackathons. Just go there. Just have fun, learn about what is being done, because uh, for example, in an institute, they would definitely teach what is Unity and how do you move an object and all that. But what requires in a company, or what requires in a particular game, would be completely different than what is taught, right? Theoretical
right.
exposure and practical exposure are two different things. So uh, anyways, any fresher, if they show that they're passionate and if they are skilled enough, we would train them. Any company would just take a couple of months to train them, and they're just put into the projects, and they'll
Right.
learn from that. So a person who is passionate would go up the ladder very soon.
Got it. Got it. Very clear. So we've done talking about the gaming industry as specific, right? Specific positions and all this kind of stuff. So, when's let's say, what are the what my question is I'm trying to frame is: are there any programming language which you answered? Unity is one of the programming language that is majorly
No,
used.
Unity is a game engine. So Unity is
It's a
not a
game
programming
engine.
language.
Okay. Okay.
Unity is a
Okay.
game engine. So a game programming languages which are used in developing games are C, Java, C++, Python,
So just like a
C.
normal software language. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the reason why I'm saying anyone who is actually a computer science graduate can get into the gaming industry, because these programming languages are taught in your degree, C,
Right.
C hash, C sharp, C++, Python, Java. And then the reason why I was specifically telling about Unity or Unreal Engine are, the main reason is these tools have already figured out the physics aspect of a game. You don't have to write everything from scratch.
Got
These
it.
tools
Okay.
help
Okay.
you in which the physics, and the motion and all that. So you know in using Unity and using the C sharp, you can develop a game, a 3D game or a 2D game.
Got it. So these are different game engines. I thought it was programming language. So it's
Yes,
it's just
no,
like a
these
normal
are
programming
game
language.
engines.
So it's just like
Yes.
learning that language, completing a degree, coming to this specific gaming companies, and then you basically channel that into how you can use it in this particular gaming fields. It's as simple as that.
Correct.
So it's not a
Correct.
barrier. barrier as such that you need to know this Unity
Not
and stuff.
really.
Right?
Not really.
So,
Not really. So, uh, game development is one thing, and for anyone who is actually interested in art and design, there are colleges like NID where they can pursue their degree, the National Institute of
right,
Design. So that's just wanted to put that out. And then if you're just a normal graduate, and before even entering the interview, you wanted to understand what are the different things that are being done practically. There are a lot of courses on Coursera, Udemy, or YouTube, and which are available for free. So
right.
they can just go there and they can learn about that particular programming language, or a game engine, and then they can just enter the industry if they're good.
Got it. So my last question of this session would be basically to are there any specific courses as you were just referring to Udemy and YouTube and everything, right? So are there any specific courses that these guys can work on, or just go there and search for the multiple options available, and then basing on what their style of reading is, pick and choose.
Yeah, I would say just go there and research. There are tons of libraries available, right? So if you are a game developer, and if you think that you are actually good at C sharp, and you think that, okay, no, I don't know how to get into gaming. So first thing you would go is download Unity SDK, go to YouTube or go to Udemy, finish off a course on how to set up Unity, and how to do a basic game. There's everything visible in Unity website. So you develop a basic game that will give you that kick, right? Once you develop
Right,
a basic game, it
right,
does not have any sort of graphics, UI, or anything. There could be a person running here and there. There could be a ball moving here and there. So even that will give you satisfaction. If you do that, that confidence level will be different. And then if you like what you're doing, you will just explore, right? You'll just do a lot of research, and you'll spend more time on Udemy, Coursera, YouTube. YouTube, mein, there are hundreds of tutorials, so there's nothing specific, that you have to take this path and then you do this. No,
right, right.
it's about what you are
User
learning,
preference.
and where you think that you can add value to. So that's it.
Got it. Again, thank you so much for your time, for
No problem.
educating us on different possibilities in the gaming industry. I really appreciate that, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thanks for inviting me. It was wonderful talking to you.
Hey guys, hope you have a lot of inputs from that valuable session from the director of products at Purple Talk. So let's connect again next week at 7 p.m. and then we will continue the interview and then have much more insightful information for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to CTS. Keep supporting and keep learning. Thank you. Have a great day.